Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are group from TQD1 for subject application of sign language in Quranic teaching. We will review our articles about how Tahfiz Akhya method help deaf communities in improving their Al-Quran memorization. I am Muhammad Bukhari bin Zakaria. My metric number is 1212142, and we got another two presenters for today. The next presenter is Hazim Mutmain bin Wazali, metric number 1212135, and the last presenters we have Muhammad Ashraf bin Azmi, metric number 1212150.
Okay, I will present about introduction. Siti Ramna Kamarudin currently works at the Faculty of Al-Quran and Sunnah Studies, FPQS. University Science Islam Malaysia, USIM, as a research assistant at the Ibn Ummi Maktum Research Unit, UMMI. Siti Ramna Kamarudin made a study in the Quran Sunnah for special needs, especially for deaf Muslims.
The purpose of this study is to examine the effectiveness of the Tahfiz Akhya method in increasing the level of memorization of the Quran for deaf teenagers through the Huffaz camp for deaf teens. For the concept, a mixed technique approach is used in this investigation. The memorization level of study participants based on Surah Al-Fatihah and other common surah such as Surah Al-Ikhlas, Surah Al-Falaq, and Surah An-Nas. About the research terms, the effectiveness of the Tahfiz Akhya approach in improving Quran memory for deaf youth. The theory used for the method of recognition. The deaf community is exposed to the Quran in the first stage, which is memorizing it. This includes learning about the verses, revelation history, the number of surah, its location, and manners with the Quran. In terms of memorization, various memorization methods have been developed for the deaf community to memorize the Quran, such as the Tahfiz Akhya method and the revelation writer method, which is rewriting based on memorized Quranic verse.
The third theory is recitation. Firstly, for the deaf community who have a voice trained to make a voice guide by the Makhraj transliteration guide. After that, the Ashraf recitation method is applied as a reinforcement of memorization and can indirectly recognize the shape of letters, sabdu and sukun. And the last theory is understanding. In understanding the contents of the Quran, the use of Malaysian Sign Language or BIM is used to explain the meaning of the Quranic verses, because BIM is the first language of the deaf community as a visual language.
Okay, next we go to the method that we use for this research. This study uses a mixed method and observational approach in the protocol class. This is to evaluate the level of effectiveness of the Tahfiz Akhya program in improving Quran memorization in deaf teenagers. The selection of the observation methods in the class can record information on the level of mastery of the study participants by using instruments such as logbooks, electronic video devices, and cameras. Okay, next we go to the method. For the next part of the research, we will see how is the result for this research. The result of the study show that the Tahfiz Akhya program has a positive effect in improving memorization of the Quran in deaf teenagers. Data analysis shows a consistent increase in Quran memorization ability in program participants after following the Tahfiz Akhya program for a certain period of time. Okay, now we will go for the critical review. The first thing we will discuss is Is this issue interesting? And what? The Tahfiz Akhya method is very interesting because this method combines the power of the senses of sight and hearing. For the deaf community, the sense of sight is the main sense that helps them in the process of memorizing the Quran. In addition to seeing the words in the surah to be memorized indirectly, study participants will know the picture and location of the memorized surah in the Quran.
For the second critical review is the issue raised or stated by writers relevant to you as a researcher. The issue raised or expressed by the relevant writer is that most of the deaf community is not given enough exposure to learning the Quran compared to the typical community.
Question: will this article be able to change or give an effect on the way you think about points raised in the article? In my opinion, this issue can change my perceptions of OKU people. Hafiz OKU people are also given the intelligence to memorize like normal people. The modern world now also provides a lot of tools to help Hafiz OKU memorize. They also try to keep their memorization by using the tools that are provided in this day and age. It also has an effect on me, who is normal, to be more diligent in studying Al-Quran.
And the last one is closing. What new discoveries or knowledge from the article did you gain or learn as a prospective researcher? The discovery of new knowledge obtained from this article is a technique of memorizing something based on reading. Nabawi's technique is either memorization Al-Quran, reading in prayer, and so on according to the level of strength and inclination of the special community. This method contains 3 phases. That is, the basic technique phase consists of talqin and tartil, talaki and mushafahah, and tikrar. As for the second phase, which is the consolidation phase, consisting of memorization of pronunciation verbal or memorization of non-pronunciation non-verbal. Next, for the third phase, which is the evaluation phase, consists of evaluation in the form of isyarah, muraja'ah, tasmi' and dictation. That's all from our group. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.